Hello, my name is Albert Poindexter, and I have 10 years in the Army National Guard, and I've deployed with Operation Iraqi Freedom, Enduring Freedom, as well as Operation Noble Eagle. Um, One of my favorite hobbies is to look around online, see what new equipment our military is coming up with, because it's quite fascinating to see the new technologies develop and how we use them. I also like to look at what other people have. Now that brings up both Iran and North Korea, which actually get quite funny because it seems like they do quite a bit of Photoshop over there and try to pass it off as real. Well, of course, they're getting caught, and that's how we know that they're doing it. Well, I was discussing this with some of my neighbors and some of my fellow students, and I thought it would be a fun project if I showed everybody exactly how easy it is to Photoshop a plane or a military photo like that. So let's go ahead and let's do that. This is you need two things. Number one, you need the backdrop. Where are you at? The other thing you need is your plane. Well, for my backdrop, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun, and I thought I'd do something a little patriotic. So here we have Washington, D.C. So this is my backdrop. I actually kind of like this photo. It really shows everything there. Now, I said patriotic, which brings me to the aircraft. You can't get more iconic than, or patriotic, than Christopher Reeve as Superman. So let me show you exactly what I did here. This is the background that we used. Now, all I did to do this is come up here to what we call the magnetic lasso tool. Now you can hit L or you can hit that. Bam, I hit L, get this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, start by clicking or right clicking right where I want it, come down. Once in a while, if I'm going to do an exact right angle and I have to hit a certain point, I might click right there, but for the most part I'm just dragging along. And as you can see, it's finding the edges of him naturally. I don't have to do much or give it much effort, which is nice, because I, as well as most people, kind of suck when it comes to getting right on the edges. Something about not enough coloring books as a kid, probably. So, and you just go all the way around them, little trace job. When you see that little zero or that circle down there, you know you're done. But as you can see, I got a little piece right here that I didn't exactly get. What we're going to do is we're going to come down here. We're going to click on the click selection tool or push W. Make sure that it's on the plus. And then I just barely nudge this until I do exactly what I did there. Okay, now the next step, we're going to hit Command J, and it's going to jump me to, it's going to build a new layer. Everything inside is going to go to a new layer. I come around here to background, I hit the I. Now I can no longer see the background, I can only see this. Now I have a little bit right in here, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, right click and hold down, come over, magic wand, and we're going to click on that, and you just delete. And delete. And that's all you're doing. Okay, now we have that there. Okay. Now we have our Superman. Okay, I think that looks acceptable. That's pretty much what I wanted. So all I got to do now is come up here, and this is the move tool, an arrow with a cross and 4 arrows on it. Okay, right click on that to select. Then we come over here, make sure we are on the appropriate layer, in this case layer 1. Right click, hold it down, bringing it up to the desktop aerial view, or what I'm going to call my background, and I just drop it by releasing that left clicker on the mouse. Now if I want to move it, I can move it up here, I can move it over here. If I want to remove some of them from the screen, I can put them wherever I want. Now I can make them as big as I want as well. I can do that by coming over to these boxes or right here in the line, and then you'll see that little line with 2 arrows going in that direction. I can make them like that. I can make them uber short. I can make them longer. Do pretty much whatever I want. But, and if you make a mistake, you just come up here. We're not going to mess with that, I don't think. Let's see if we can get them right. There we go. Now here's a little trick. If you want to keep it in the right proportion, you just go ahead, hold down your shift while you click and drag from one of the corners, and this works on any corner. Now you can only go on a 45-degree angle, making it long and tall at the same time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring it down to that level. Now we have on the left here, right behind his feet, we got that little flat spot. So what we want to do is just go ahead and meet that to the side, just make it a little quick. You know, let's go ahead, let's keep the park in there, let's keep the White House, of course. Bam. Hit enter, click on background, and there you go. We now have Superman flying over Washington, D.C. If we were Iran, we would fake an airplane and we would fly it over a mountaintop, and we would call it new stealth technology developed by Photoshop. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I certainly did. Go ahead, try this on your own, and let's see what type of fun things you can come up with. Thanks.